All right, guys, welcome back to another episode on the Dynamic Lifestyle Podcast. This is going to be a different one, right? Somewhat different.
Very different.
And
especially
why?
the setting, too.
Oh, yeah, if you're watching the video version, yeah, you guys are probably like, where the heck are these guys? But we're in actually Palm Springs right now, and we're in pretty much like an Airbnb condo, and we were trying to figure out how we arrange this, like make it look visually appealing. The lighting wasn't working. We want to show you guys a cool background of like the entire desert that we're facing. If you guys haven't been to Palm Springs, it's like literally like desert. It kind of reminds you of Arizona. So very cool place. But why are we here?
Well,
Let's tell them why we're here.
So we just wrote book number 2.
Oof.
Book number 2. And this has been a long time coming for this. And literally it took us to literally rent a room like this and lock ourselves in here for 3 days. Got here Wednesday afternoon, started the book Wednesday afternoon, put in like 3 hours with it, outlined it, everything like that. As you guys can see, the words right there. You can't read it, but we'll kind of share that with you in a bit. But started Wednesday afternoon, and then literally all day Thursday from 6 in the morning till about like 7. Took some breaks, but knocked out pretty much 70% of the book, and then finished it up yesterday like around 3 o'clock. Went to go celebrate, but man, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Book is done. Book is done.
Me too.
Great job, man.
And more than anything, I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
So proud of you, man, because this has been a long time coming to write this book. I mean, we wrote our first book about 3 years ago.
Yeah, about 3 years
right?
ago.
So now that I think about it, and then that was right around when we started our other business, the Dynamic Inner Circle, right, where we help fitness professionals grow and scale their fitness coaching businesses. So it's been a long time coming, building that business up to where it is now, which it's amazing. It's an amazing program. We have amazing students in there. We've helped so many fitness professionals, going to continue to help fitness professionals. And it's, like I said, it's been a long time coming to write this book because it's just all the experience that we've had in those last 3 years, with marketing, branding, positioning, pricing. How do you become a better coach? How do you stand out more? Social media, strategies. So much stuff to where we put into this book to where I'm so excited to literally get it out there in fitness professionals' hands because it's going to be a game changer. I mean, there's some great books out there already right now that we've read and stuff, and I really respect the people that have written the content and stuff. But I just have a feeling about this one where it's just going to be a monster of just like information, just because just you and I, by our nature, we just go above and beyond. When we do something, it's like we just like pretty much take it to the next level. And I'm like, okay, how do I sit there and deliver more value than anybody else? So after just seeing this book, kind of just like going through the first draft of it yesterday, I was just like, holy shit, like this is a lot of stuff. And if somebody can't apply this and really just like change their mindset and just be successful as a fitness professional, then they don't want it bad enough.
Yeah. And what would you say? It's probably, you said a little bit over 150 pages. It's probably going to come out to?
I mean, that's what I'm thinking. I can't guarantee it, but after seeing the last book that we wrote, it's probably going to be right around there. Because the first one was like a little over 100, like 110 pages, so probably about 150 page book it is.
Yeah. I mean, it's 10 full chapters here, which we'll kind of share with you in a minute. But tell them, what is the name? What's the subtitle?
Yeah, so the name of it is Rise of the Fit Pros. And then the subtitle is How to Create More Income, Influence, Independence, and Impact. Gotcha.
The 4 I's.
Yeah, as a fitness professional. So we came up with that name just because it made sense. To me, I'm always trying to rise above and get 1% better as a fitness professional, as a business consultant, and as a person in life, right? So I'm always trying to rise above. And I feel like that we're in that time right now, 2019 going into 2020, a lot of things are changing. There's a lot of different things happening, a lot of innovation to where it's just like, if you're a fitness professional, you're either going to rise to the occasion and keep, growing and adapting to all the changes and getting better, sharpening your tools, mastering your craft, helping more people, or you're going to sit there and stay, right there, very complacent with all the other fitness professionals where they're not going to move up. They're not going to sit there and create more income, more influence, more impact, and they're not going to do that because they're going to stay steady.
Right. Yeah. No, that's great, man. Like that's part of the reason why you want to write this. Another reason too, like why this is such an important book for a fitness professional, is because when we talk about the rise of the Fit Pros, and then we talk about the 4 I's, creating more income, influence, impact, and independence, that's what creates a wealthy fitness professional. And that's what we're trying to do here in the Dynamic Inner Circle, is create wealthy fitness professionals. And yeah, it is wealthy as far as monetary, right? So, like, of course we want you guys to make more money, but we also want you guys to be wealthy in other areas of life too, like your lifestyle, travel, whatever wealth is to you guys, right? But we want you guys to be wealthy Fit Pros, because we've been in this industry for 10 years. And I'm so tired of seeing fitness professionals just be looked at as fitness professionals, right? I truly think, to the bottom of my core, that being a fitness professional is one of the best jobs out there, because you make such an impact on people's lives. You give them hope, you give them confidence, and when you give people hope and confidence, that carries over into every other area of their life, you know, to make a bigger impact and make the world a better place. So it starts with you, the fitness professional. You know, and that's what I'm saying is, like, rise. It's time to rise up right now, you know, as a Fit Pro, because you have to understand your value, and people don't understand their worth as a fitness professional, like I just said. And I'm tired of seeing that. So that's what we're teaching people in the Dynamic Inner Circle, is like, know your worth, you know, like, know your value, you know, become a wealthy Fit Pro, understand how much power you have at your hands, and with the skill set that you have to be able to put people in a better position with their health and fitness and transform their body, and eventually give them hope and confidence, which is going to carry over to so many other areas of their life, and you know, enhance everything else.
100% spot on. It's funny, I was literally about to sneeze right now. Just my allergies started kicking in, so my eyes are getting all water. You guys have allergies? You guys feel the pain. It sucks. But no, I agree with what you said 100%. And it's funny too, because this week we had a couple, you know, several sales consultations for, you know, aspiring fitness professionals wanting to go online for to get into our program. And I remember 2 of them were people that have, like, just normal jobs, and they just said that how much fitness is just that passion behind them, and that's what they ultimately want to do. That they feel that, like, they have that need to serve people with that, and the expertise and experience, even though they're working another career, but they just don't like it, right? So that's why,
like, decent money.
Exactly, yeah, but they're not fulfilled.
Exactly.
They're not fulfilled on a day-to-day basis, and that's just to your point where you said that it's one of the best jobs to have, best careers to have out there, because it's like, man, it's like you're a walking billboard, you know, and it's like you have all this knowledge to, you know, create health, create more wealth, create, you know, happiness, create a more fulfilled lifestyle for people, right? To really gain their confidence back and their sexy back, all that stuff. You know, so it's a great career and great job to have. You know, it really is, and it's like it's not going anywhere. Like, health is going to keep rising and rising and rising, because there's the obesity rate is so high these days. The sedentary lifestyle, people in pain, to where, man, that's what I'm saying. It's that now is the time for fitness professionals to really rise above, and it's a bright future for fitness professional. It truly is.
Absolutely. So let's dig into this monster of a book. So
well, first let's talk about, like, what was like the difference, like, between writing this book and then the last book. Like, I'm curious, like, just your experience, right? Like, because the first time we wrote the book, The New Era of Fitness, I just felt like we didn't know what the hell we were doing, and we just, like, literally just jumped into it and just got our hands dirty and just somehow magically made that thing come to life.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, it's different because, like, we were writing that for, you know, the person looking to get healthy, looking to put fitness in the forefront, right? Even though it's a really good book too for, like, a fitness professional to read and educate themselves on all that stuff. The difference was, man, just, like, doing this, coming out to Palm Springs and renting this room, and the number one goal is focus. Focus, because we did that. I mean, we wrote the book over there, like, I think it was Orange County we were there at the time. And we were able to go to coffee shops and, like, libraries and, like, other places, but I just felt like the focus wasn't 100%. You know, and it took longer than it should have. You know, and here, literally, I mean, this is the biggest thing, is outlining this book. So if you guys are going to write a book, definitely outline it, whiteboard it, because this is where it all comes. And then after that, you know, just being locked in here and just being focused and making sure we get it done. And then we're not going to go back to LA until it's done. But luckily, we're going back today because it's done. What about you?
So it's, like, fairly similar. You know, I agree. It's just the level of focus, you know, you have to have when you're sitting there writing a book. I mean, literally, you're pouring everything into, you know, each chapter, right? And to make it make sense, to make it flow, to give people, you know, takeaways and want to continue reading the book, most importantly, stay interested. So it's very challenging. and you have to be focused. Like literally, you have to kind of be in an environment where you're going to create, get creativeness, right? And I just feel like you can't do that if like you're at home, if you're working out of an office, a coffee shop, a library. There's just too many distractions. There's too many people around to where your mind wanders off. And as opposed to doing this, where you just rent out like a Airbnb or a hotel, and you just lock yourself in there and literally commit to 2 to 3 days to getting it done, then you're gonna get it done, right? There's no excuse, or else it's like you wasted your money on the hotel, you wasted time, and it's just, to me that was a big difference, and it was a cool experience. Really it's cool. It was hard. It was challenging. I mean, there's times where like I was writing a chapter for like 2 to 3 hours. I'm like, holy shit, man! Like this is never gonna end, But we got it done, and it's just it was a cool experience.
Yeah, and I think too. I mean, for the listener, it doesn't have to be a book. It could be any big project you're working on or something like that. Just try it though. You have to try this out and just rent like a hotel or even like Eric said, Airbnb.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be super far where you got to get on a plane. It could be like an hour, 2 hours. Palm Springs is 2 hours from LA, so it's perfect.
Yeah.
But I think I'll do this more often, man. To be honest, like if we have another project coming up, and it doesn't even have to be a book. Like I think I'll maybe do this again 1 or 2 days because it was a really, really cool experience. Like, damn, the level of focus here is insane. Done. So
and that's what I mean. It's a good takeaway for the audience and the listeners to do that. Put that into practice. And if you have like a goal, if you have like a deadline to get something done, like literally take it serious and go out of your normal environment, your day-to-day routines that you're doing, and just get away for a couple days and just literally commit to that project. Have that deadline and get it done. Like literally, I mean, there's no excuse not to. And don't go somewhere where it's going to be distracting, like Vegas, like Miami, just somewhere where you're just gonna be like, oh shit, like I need to go out and like go experience something. I gotta go have fun, like to where it's like you're gonna get distracted, and this and that. But just go somewhere where it's just like not too crazy, where it's mellow. Thank God Palm Springs here right now. It's not too crazy. I guess they were saying it's a season where it's like it's kind of the downtime.
Now, if it was Coachella season, would you be able to focus?
Ooh, see, now I probably wouldn't have done that. I would have set myself up for that. But no, I mean, so just as for the listeners, give that a shot. Like literally, I mean, your creative juices will flow so much, so much more. If you come out to a place like this and just get outside of your normal environment and just stay focused and stuff. And it's fun too. Like literally, like we were like having a couple beers, in between, like just like the writing sessions. We had like a couple glasses of wine. We went down to the hot tub. We went to the pool. I mean,
get a workout.
Got some workouts in. I mean. That's what it's all about, just like having fun with it. Don't be such a robot and get so frustrated by what you're trying to do. Just like make an experience out of it, have fun with it, and just make that a memory to where you look back and you're like, damn, that was actually really fun. Like when we wrote that book, to where, I'll definitely do that again sometime going forward.
100%.
Yeah.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. We truly, truly appreciate it. If you guys are a fitness professional and you guys are looking to rise to the occasion, if you guys are looking to learn the 4 I's, create more impact, influence, income, and impact, then grab a copy of our new book, Rise of the Fit Pro. So we're gonna link that in the description box below. Get your free copy on there with the other free gifts on there and learn to rise to the occasion and be a wealthy fitness professional. While you're at it, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Talk to you guys soon. All right, you want to dig into this?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so
I hope they can read the handwriting.
you guys can't read it, but let me share this experience with you guys. So basically, we outline this, and it's 10 chapters, and there's going to be a foreword, and that's going to be by our buddy. We look at him as a mentor too, Mike Arce. So he's awesome. Can't wait for him to write the foreword. Really respect what he's doing with Loud Rumor and his company. So we asked him to write the foreword. He's going to write the foreword. And then there's a dedication and acknowledgments, because Eric and I always want to give credit where credit is due, and we have a ton of respect for our mentors and coaches in the past that have helped us get to this level. So we want to share that experience.
Yeah, not only that, just like you said, mentors, part of our team, our students. This would not be possible without any of that. So yeah, absolutely. And totally grateful for all of them.
The next one is it preface or preface? I always get that.
Whatever, preface, preface, whatever you want to call it.
So then you got that one in, okay? So that's kind of talking about, our story again, and just digging into that, like how we got here. And then after that is the introduction, which the introduction is very, very important, because this is where you really want to capture people's attention and
Yeah.
let them know like
Hook them.
what the book is about. You know, what is the why behind this book? You know,
And more importantly, like what are they going to get out of the book, right? What's in it for them?
Exactly.
So you have to be really clear, like when you're when you're writing an introduction. I think that's like one of the most important parts of a book, because, again, like if I read an introduction and it just doesn't catch my attention, the chances of me going on, it's going to be very slim.
Right.
And I would never judge like a book by its cover, just off of like the chapters. But I mean, I think the introduction has to be powerful.
No,
It really
exactly.
does.
And that's why what we just talked about earlier in this podcast, like we talked about the why behind Rise of the Fit Pros. So
Yeah.
we talked about that, and that's in the introduction. And then we also talked about in the introduction about the hybrid training model, right?
Yep.
In-person and online training.
Yep.
We're huge on that with our students. So we really, really went into depth with that throughout the book. And then we talked about, over $250,000 worth of mistakes, how we lost our gym. Talked about how we probably spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on self-education,
Mentors.
self-development, mentors, coaches, all that type of stuff to gain the knowledge. And then we talked about just that you can't buy experience, and that's something that I wrote in there in the introduction that I really am excited about people to read, is because we have 10 plus years of experience. 2 years as personal trainers, going on 8+ years, as online trainers. We had a home gym. I mean, we've had a ton of mentors, coaches, a lot of ups and downs throughout this 10-year journey. So
Damn,
you
we
can't buy-
must be old.
Nah, we're good.
I'm just
So yeah, that's that. Take notes on that, guys. If you guys are writing a book, a foreword, dedication, acknowledgments, and then a preface, and then an introduction, and then we got into like the 10 chapters.
Yeah.
So you want to walk them through some of these
Yeah,
chapters? really
absolutely.
quick?
So chapter 1 is going to be in-person personal training first. So we're going to just really kind of set the foundation of why we think fitness professionals should consider doing in-person training first to establish that foundation. Then chapter 2 is online training. How do you kind of like transition into the online game? Chapter 3 is going to be a really, really good one, which is the hybrid training model, right? Which is the one we advocate in our Inner Circle program to our students, and I advocate to you to do, to have 2 revenue streams immediately, just because, why not have an in-person and online, personal training business together combined? Chapter 4, it's more about like what's your why behind your brand, your business, what's the vision, how do you reverse engineer that, and then more importantly, the story brand behind your brand and business, right? The storytelling that you need to tell to the audience and really share out to the world.
And then chapter 5, we got into like your niche and your specialty.
Yep.
Because if you're going to do the hybrid training model, you really have to niche down. The riches are in the niches, and you have to have a specialty, to kind of separate yourself from other people.
Mhm.
So we kind of really, really went deep into that and how to really do that to separate yourselves and not just be a quote-unquote personal trainer or a quote-unquote online coach. And then chapter 6, this was a really good one too. We went really deep in the money-making opportunities, and I'm excited about this one because a lot of people that are fit pros, they have that mindset where it's like, oh, I can only do in-person training, or I can maybe only do online now. But no,
Mhm.
there's so many different money-making opportunities. So that's a great chapter. And then we went into pricing and packaging, so that's a really cool concept, that we taught in there with chapter 6. And then chapter 7, we went into really customer experience. How do you become like that Ritz-Carlton versus the Motel 6 type of fitness professional? And how do you create that lifetime value of a customer? Going forward. So that's a really good chapter.
And more
then-
importantly, just like giving them an experience, creating referrals, social proof, right, to get yourself out there. So yeah, it's a really good chapter.
Yeah. In chapter 8, man. So this one, I wrote this. It was 3.5 hours. I started at 6:30
Yeah, that was a
yesterday,
monster.
and that I didn't get done until like 10. I was kind of frustrated. I'm not gonna lie, but after I was just like, man, this was like a labor of love because we're huge proponents on being a fitness marketer first and then a coach second, and as well as like sales too. You got to be a fitness salesman first too, as well as a marketer and then a coach.
Yeah.
We'll be getting really in depth with why to do that, but really, really, really good chapters on that. And then
In chapter 9, we talked about our PALMS method that we use in our Dynamic Inner Circle program, and stand by this method all day, every day. I've seen it work. It's worked for us. It's working for our students. And really quick to break down what PALMS is the P stands for productivity and time management. The A stands for action. The L stands for lifestyle. The M stands for mindset, which I talked about, creating a money mindset, how to be, mentally tough, emotionally tough. A couple other things within mindset, and then the last one is S. Systems, structures, strategies, and support within the context of your online fitness coaching business, or just fitness coaching business in general. And then that was it. Chapter 10 is pretty much wrapping it up with the conclusion and buying into the concept of playing the long game, and then the afterword, and then that's pretty much it. That pretty much wrapped up the entire book. But yeah, it's just, I'm excited. Like, I'm excited to get it over to the editor, have that person clean it up and make it flow even better, and then just bring that baby to life. Get in people's hands.
So what was your favorite chapter?
My favorite chapter? Oh man, what was it? I think it was, I'm gonna have to say either the PALMS method or your why, your vision, and story, just because those are just really powerful aspects in a business, and from a marketing standpoint that just people just don't really understand. And especially when you get really clear with your why, your vision, and you know how to tell your story, I mean, that's how you get people to know, like, trust you. And that's the type of game we're in right now with social media and getting eyeballs on ourselves. And you have to get very clear on that, with your messaging and who you're speaking to.
Yeah. I'd say for me, definitely chapter 8, marketing sales, was like definitely one of my favorites. And then chapter 3, hybrid training model. So I did a 4-step, kind of like 4 steps to set up a hybrid training model.
Yeah.
It's very tangible. I'm not going to say it's easy, but it's very tangible and very doable to do it in those 4 steps. So yeah, that's pretty much the book in a nutshell, guys. So I'm super excited, like Eric said, to get it out. It was a labor of love, but once this gets out, I wish this book was in my hands, starting 10 years ago, but there wasn't anything like this around. So that's why we're doing our due diligence, to get this out there and serve more fitness professionals, and eventually have them rise up and be wealthy fitness professionals.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. I really am.
Me too. And just looking at it now, I'm like, damn, like, that was a lot of stuff we covered, and there's a lot of writing, a lot of work, and my head was hurting like the last couple days from just sitting on a screen and writing, but it's all worth it. It's all worth it, and it's all going to be worth it, and just, I can't wait to get this out to people. Like, literally. Yeah.
That's all I got.
Yeah. So any final closing statements for somebody that is looking to possibly write a book, like words of advice, words of wisdom?
Yeah, well, number one, you guys better get a copy of this book. Secondly, yeah, like I said, just I really, really advocate that you, and this isn't only just for doing a project or anything like that, just get away, whether it's like once a month or every quarter, every 6 weeks, just try to get away for either one full day. If you don't have the disposable income to get away for like a weekend, okay, just go one full day, like from like 6 in the morning and come back like at 10 at night. Just get away, but if you can, get away for like a weekend, every single month or 6 weeks or every quarter, just create that space, create that clarity, get those creative juices going, get out of your normal environment, habitat, and all the noise. Just focus and just see like everything that's going to come out of the experience when you get away and create that space and clarity. So that's all I really have to say. Just get out and just experience it.
Yeah. I guess for me, I would just say, if you're really considering writing a book, I think the best thing you could do is literally just kind of mind map it and bring it to life, like on a whiteboard, but just literally whiteboard everything when it comes to the foreword, the introduction, the preface, and then outline the chapters, right? Because it makes it so much easier once you see all this visually as to what you need to write and get done, as opposed to just going into it and start writing and just winging the chapters and stuff. So I really recommend just whiteboarding the entire thing, and that'll bring it to life.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, guys. So hopefully this episode was helpful. Just us sharing our experience writing our second book, Rise of the Fitness Pros. When is it going to be out? I would say probably early January of 2020. We'll have that all out and ready to go. We have to get it edited. We have to get it published, all that stuff, and then we have to come up with a marketing game plan. So there's a lot of more steps that we have to do, and I could have covered a lot more of that, when it comes to the marketing aspect of things, but I wanted to share more of our experience, just writing this book. But
yeah, and they can probably go to the Rise of the Fit Pros.
.com, right? Go to riseofthefitpros.com, and you guys can enter your email, get a pre-copy, copy before it even comes out, and just plug your name and email on there, and then once it's out, you guys will have that book in your hands.
Yeah, we'll give you guys something cool too, just for going over there.
Absolutely.
And stuff like that. That's just what we do. So head over to riseofthefitpros.com, get on the waiting list with a pre-sale, whatever you want to call it. So you guys can get a copy. We'll give you guys something cool as well too. But yeah, other than that, man.
Yeah, but other than that, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode, just on us sharing our experience and our story behind this, and more importantly, why we wrote this book and how excited we are to get this book out to the world and to fitness professionals. So I ask you, if you're a fitness professional listening to this, are you ready to rise up as a fitness professional and get 1% better in all aspects of life?
And are you ready to be wealthy?
Exactly. So if you say yes to that, which I hope you are, you're saying yes, Eric, yes, Chris, then let's all do this together. Let's all create this movement and keep impacting lives and living a badass lifestyle.
Well said.
All right, guys. So until next time, go out there, live a dynamic lifestyle, and we will talk to you next time. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. We truly, truly appreciate it. If you guys are a fitness professional and you guys are looking to rise to the occasion, if you guys are looking to learn the 4 I's, create more impact, influence, income, and impact, then grab a copy of our new book, Rise of the Fit Pros. So we're gonna link that in the description box below. Get your free copy on there with the other free gifts on there and learn to rise to the occasion and be a wealthy fitness professional. While you're at it, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Talk to you guys soon.